Morning, students. I hope you all are well, staying safe at home. Students, as you all know, this is your English period. I am your English teacher. We were studying lesson number 9, The Story of Silk, from our English literature book. I have explained you half of the chapter. Today I will explain you rest of the part. So let's revise it. What we have done yesterday. In the story of silk, in the first line only it is written that the silk was found from China. And then how did it came to the world, how people know about silk, it is a story about that. Our emperor married a village girl and made her empress, but she was not at all happy in her palace. Why? Because she used to live in an open place, in an open family where everybody used to come and talk. They used to gossip. They used to talk about other people's and gossip. But now she was a queen, so nobody has that dare to talk with her. Everybody was afraid, or if somebody used to talk with her, when there is some work from her, then only they used to talk. And the king, the emperor, made many things, he brought musicians, gave him grand jewelries, clothes, but artifacts, but then also she wasn't happy at all. Okay, then she wasn't happy at all. And one day she was sitting under a mulberry bush, and over there she was drinking hot water. When she took one sip when she was going to take the second sip, there a cocoon fell from the mulberry bush, and firstly she did not notice it. Secondly, when she noticed it very clearly, she got that the cocoons had long threads, shiny, strong and long threads. And when she take out, those threads were called silk. And she was from a weaver's family where clothes were made. So she quickly started making clothes with the help of their servants. Now, what happened next? We will read it and then you will understand. Students, today we will complete the explanation of the lesson and we will do word meanings also. Okay? Yesterday we have completed this paragraph. Today we will study from this paragraph. Let me read it. The manufacture of silk spread throughout China. It was the cloth that only royalty could wear and was much in demand in lands as far away as Rome. The route through which silk was traded between China and Europe through Asia was called the Silk Route. Earlier you have studied that how silk was found, and then the empress transformed it into a cloth. Now it became very famous cloth in China as well as in a far away country, Rome also. In many countries it was famous. In our India also it is famous. Then when through China, when it was going to Europe, that route was called Silk Route. That road was called Silk Route. Now that the Chinese had learned how to make silk cloth, they did not want to share this knowledge with anyone in the world. For many years, all members of the Chinese royal family were sworn never to reveal the secret to anyone. When princes got married and went away to far off lands, they were not allowed to tell anyone in their new home how silk was made. Now, Chinese have learned how to make silk and it became very famous. But they don't want to reveal their secret how to make silk. So when they had their princess married to any other country, they never allowed them to reveal it to their new home to tell how to make silk, how silk was made. Many years later, when a clever princess was leaving her house on getting married, as was the custom, her bags were searched carefully to check that she did not carry anything that would help her make silk. The princess had been weaving silk from a young age and wanted to continue to do so wherever she went. She had hidden the cocoons in her long, elaborate hair-do. No one thought of looking there. When she went to her husband's house, she took out these cocoons from her hair and started gathering silk thread. In this way, legend goes, the knowledge of how to make silk left China. Many years, means 1,000, 4,000, many years later. It might be 5,000 years. When a clever princess was married to another country, there they all had long hairs, and over there in her long hairs, she hid the cocoons in her long hairs, and when they were married, they were checked कि they are not taking cocoons, na? So the princess was very clever. She hid it in her hair do, and when she came to her husband's house, over there she took out the cocoons and started making those long threads from cocoon, and then silk was started making in all the other countries. Then silk left to, this is how silk left China. Now we have completed the explanation of the chapter, right students? Now we will do the word meanings in the copy. Now take out your copy, students. Write down classwork. Put the date, that is 5/11/2020. Lesson number 9, the story of silk. Word meaning. Number 1, artifacts means interesting objects. Number 2, bearing, a person's way of standing or moving. Third, cocoon, a silky case spun by insects such as caterpillars. 4, confined, kept to one area. 5, custom, a habit or traditional way of behaving. 6, elaborate, carefully made. 7. Emperor, the ruler of an empire. 8. Exchanged, it means swapped. 9. Gossip, casual conservation about other people. Magnificent, very grand and impressive. 11. Manufactured means made. Weaver, a person who makes cloth from long threads. Now students, write down your homework. Your homework is learn the word meanings of lesson 9. Right, students? And students, don't write these statements in your classwork copy. Write it down in your school diaries or in a rough copy. Students, today I have explained you the whole chapter, the story of silk. We have completed it. So write down the word meanings in your copy in a very neat and clean manner. Okay, students? That's all for today. Have a good day, students. Thank you.